Bonjour, bonsoir, dear friends. Welcome to JCB Live. This is an amazing wine style as we will be traveling to one of the best places in the world, Florida. Very happening with two magnificent ladies. Not only they're charming, they're beautiful, and they're doing something incredible for the community. They are chairing the Southwest Florida Amazing Wine Auction. This is Lucky 13 this year. And not only they're dynamic, they're giving, they have a commitment to the future generations of America, and they enrolled us to make a difference, to create amazing lots, and to raise a lot of money for Florida. So dear friends, please welcome the gorgeous Sandy and the fabulous Gina. Ladies, woohoo!
Woo! Yes, I love it.
You are looking gorgeous.
Thank you. There's nothing like the sound of a champagne cork popping that makes me happier. Well, there are a few things, but that really does it, right? Yay!
Well, you said that you're going to tell us what else makes you so happy, because you're always so dazzling and charming and illuminated. So what else is there?
Well, we have our upcoming wine festival. We're very excited because you are going to be joining us in my home, and we're going to be doing a virtual event, and we're so excited. We're counting the days down until you'll be here. It's just a few weeks away.
And it's so exciting. You've decided, to run this amazing auction. And we've had the pleasure to meet many times. And then so kindly you called me and said, Jean-Charles, do you want to be part of this? Tell us why you're so dedicated to your community and why you've chosen this specific charity to make a difference within your community.
Well, the name of our group is the Southwest Florida Wine Festival, and we're Southwest Florida Children's Charities. So we benefit primarily children's charities. We've raised over $20 million, approaching $22 million for Golisano Children's Hospital. We've raised a total $24 million with other charities as well, scholarships for people that people want to become nurses, pediatric nurses, etc. Lots of different charities over the year. But the newest thing we've done, I signed the pledge, $3 million more for the Golisano, and it's actually the Southwest Florida Children's Charities Eye Institute at the Golisano Children's Hospital. It was over a year's wait for a child to get an appointment for an eye exam. And now it's not that long. We have a totally different building that we are about ready to have the groundbreaking on, new doctors coming in, and we even were able to restore sight to one lucky little 3-year-old girl who was born blind. And the doctor identified she just needed a little surgery. It wasn't really a severe surgery, but it was. They didn't have the money to go and find their own doctor on their own. Our hospital treats them if they have money or not. That is not a factor. And this little girl came out of the surgery. She now sees. Can you imagine the impact of her whole life?
Well, congratulations. And to really utilize wine as the catalyst to make a difference. So why, among all those great things, why is wine so important? And why would wine make a difference? Because when I look at both of you, Sandy and Gina, you phenomenal ladies. On your own, you could do miracles, but why did you choose wine to help you to do this?
I think it's quite the reason you do it, right? Wine brings people together. Wine it touches all of the senses. It does touch the sight. We look at it in the glass, the smell, the aroma, on the palate. It really, and the pleasure that it gives, which is intangible when we do things like this. And I think it's easy for people who love the senses, and especially when we're talking about children, to wrap their head and their arms around something like wine for all of those reasons.
So true.
Yeah.
We have so much fun together as friends. We've been boating. We took our boat to the Bahamas, and she came along with us. And, all friends like to hang out together, and it gives us a good reason. We can all get together and make money for a charity, drink great wine, eat lots of good food, and hey, life couldn't get better than that.
And you see, we've got a lot of your great wines behind us.
Yes.
Well, we're very honored. We're very excited. Thank you. Yes, tell us about this one. I know, Gina, you love the world of organic and biodynamic. So that makes a difference.
Yes.
The 1.5 acre.
Yeah,
We
this
have
is-
the vertical
We have
flight.
a vertical of this, of the 1.5 acre. And we've got so much great wines that you're not really going to be able to find, that not everybody can get their hands on, unless they're you, JC, that we're going to be auctioning off. And I know we were talking about organic and biodynamic and all of the
book.
senses. This is such a cool book.
Thank
Wow, it's amazing.
Thank-
You did a great job on this, by the way.
Well, thank you so much. Luckily, I was not alone. As you said, it takes a whole great team, even in a book, to participate and make a difference. And I love you, ladies. You're wearing red. So, what inspires you with that red color?
Your shoes.
Your shoes, your tie, your socks, okay, your jewelry. Okay, I'm wearing
That
your
one is
jewelry
cool.
and your earrings, and this I really love. But then what you don't know is my husband, Tim, he always says it's all about the dollars. It's all about the money. So guess what? I got him the money clip and the cufflinks. He'll be wearing those that night, and he's got your special tie. So we're just getting all into your whole theme. We're going to have crystal. We're going to have so much fun that night. But the best thing is, even if you can't come in person yourself, you can tune in virtually. And we were so hoping that maybe some of the people that love your wines and listen to your podcast will be interested enough that they can tune in for free that same night and watch the whole event from their own home. Maybe they can order some wine from you ahead of time so that they can be enjoying the wines. And then there's going to be the auction, which they can bid on right from their phones. And then the next day, it will continue on with more items that will close out the next day. So those of us that are maybe having fun and drinking a lot, and we maybe lose track of some of the items that we were wanting to bid, part of it's going to be live, but part of it will continue on, so we can catch back up the next day.
And I think that's an amazing idea. So today is early April. Luckily, we have another 2.5 weeks. So everyone with us today, please make sure you reserve the time, because it's going to be in Sandy's magnificent home. So Sandy, do you want to give us a feel about the evening that the people are about to enjoy? And then we could talk with Gina about the auction lots as well, and what we will be promoting in order to raise money and make a difference. But I know the night at your house is going to be so special.
It really will be. And it starts earlier in that it starts at 5:30 because we wanted to be sure that we had the timing about right. And if everybody that is online, if they register at least a day or two ahead of time, then we can send them the reminders about it. I made the mistake one time of tuning in and registering too late, and you had to reconfirm. By the time I got all confirmed, it was already over. So don't do that, because we have some magnificent auction items.
That's right.
So that'll be great. The theme that night, it's going to be a black and white party, out of the darkness into the light. And we're going to have some great band. We're going to have just great music, a lot of secret entertainment that night that will remain secret. But
Yeah, we don't want to say everything today. We want to tease.
That's right. And some of the auction items, though, what?
Oh, yeah. You know what? We've got a lot of live auctions. We've got 5-6 live auction items, and we've got a bunch online. We've got over 50 different things you can bid on. It doesn't matter where you are in the country, and that's what's so cool.
Yeah.
We've got trips to the Bahamas, a trip to Mackinac Island for 2 weeks in a private home. We've got farm-to-table dinners. And these aren't just in Southwest Florida. They're all over. If you love music, we're going to send you to Madison Square Gardens, where you can see Elton John and let's see. Kick Up Those Boots. This is a good one. We're going to send you to Nashville to see Chris Stapleton. We've got Jimmy Buffett concerts. We've got really beautiful wine auction lots and experiences in Napa and all over, where you can go and enjoy some behind-the-scenes kind of thing. And right now we're doing something kind of fun, and it's called Where in Southwest Florida is JCB. So if you get on to SWFL, there he is. He's right here right now. So SWFLwinefest.org. Every week he's going to be somewhere different in Southwest Florida. So if you can guess where he is, not only are we giving you this book, we're giving you the bobblehead and a bottle of wine. So we're having some fun leading up to the auction as well.
And the
This
most
is so
important
exciting.
one,
You know what I love, ladies? One, you're irresistible. Number two, you have incredible ideas. And three, you put them into action. And you have fun with it, which is great. So why it's going to be an enormous success and why everyone should join at the end of April, because we'll be in Sandy's home. And that's going to be the big kickoff of this entire few days of raising money for children. And ladies, tell us even further why it's so important to commit to the next generations and to really help the children that are really constituting the fabrics of the United States to come.
do you know, I raised my children right from the get-go to be volunteers. And I really do think that that's so important for every child to, because, you know, maybe we've been raised with privilege, but there are so many people that have not been. And I was not always raised. It was something that came later on after a lot of hard work. But I think that even no matter what level, it's equal sacrifice. If something that you can give always in some way. And so we have volunteers that help us. There's going to be children volunteering, helping with some of the features that we're going to be doing. They won't actually be at the event, but we do have our child art, that we have one of our children that has the eyesight problems. They've already done the art, so we'll be auctioning off the child art. And then we have a featured family, a lovely couple from Naples. They'll be telling their story. So I really think that brings meaning to what we're doing. It's not just about having a big party, but it's really about changing lives. And one of the best, the biggest and the best is our auction lot number 1. And I didn't want to try to describe it because I would not do it justice as much as what we will do. Could you tell us about the auction lot when we come and visit you?
Well,
yeah.
you're very kind. Well, it's going to be a lot of fun, of course. It's really diving into my mind, my brain, my soul, my spirit, and the energy of all our wineries here in Napa and Sonoma. So basically, it's an amazing trip to the wine country and living the wine country as we do and being part of everything we do during those few days. So I cannot wait to obviously receive the lucky, fortunate winners, because we'll be together for several days and we're going to experience in a very unique way the history of the wine country through the oldest winery in California to the youngest, meaning JCB, my initial, which is very groovy, fashionable, all about the senses, to Raymond, which is really a staple and a historical classic in Santa Elena, to visiting our museums, to experiencing the grocery, to dining in our home with my lovely wife Gina and our ladies, to really having an incredible time through the lens of the producer and making wine together, which will be as well the ultimate. So we will be blending and crafting wine, ladies, together. So it's really going to be, you know, in front of the curtain, on the stage, and behind the curtains. So you'll get to really experience winemaking, the vineyards, the feeling, the emotion of everything dealing with wine and food and art and a lot of fun. So I love those moments, ladies, because one, for me, we get to give back, which I agree with you is so important. We're here for a short period of time on this earth, and we might as well make a difference, and a positive one for others. Number two, we're here to have fun. So if we can raise money, make a difference for others, and at the same time get to meet great people. And this is the way we met. And my life is never going to be the same because you're in my life now. And we became friends. And as we became friends, you said, Jean-Charles, would you do this? And I said, of course. So a lot of the things we do in this world are for one another. And we should never, ever forget this. It's about living on this earth together, collaborating, creating magic for us and others. And I'm excited about this, love, because I'm excited to the people who will bid for it. And dear friends, as you're watching, you can bid from anywhere. You don't have to be, as Gina and Sandy mentioned, you don't have to be right with us that evening. You could bid online. Heidi, who is working with us, as well as Jen and Dylan and Patrick, will make sure your lot is honored or your bid is honored, is heard. And if you win, you could be in the Midwest, you could be in Texas, you could be in California, you could be in France, and come and join us and make a difference. Right, ladies?
Right. Remember to go to sflwinefest.org, and you can see in detail all of these wonderful things that we will be auctioning off. Then you can kind of get it in your head like, oh, I want to go to Mackinac Island. Oh, maybe a Bahamas trip would be good. And then you can know in advance what you want to bid on. But as Sandy said, it's really important that you register early. It doesn't cost you anything, but you can't bid unless you're registered, and you can't do it last minute. It's going to be too much, and the server will not allow it. So I think you should pour a glass of wine and do it right now.
I totally agree. And ladies, remind us again, this is this year, Lucky 13. You are leading it. You've already raised over the last 12, events over $24 million. I'd like to remind everybody watching, this is enormous. I've been part of the Burgundy charity for hundreds of years now, personally for the last 36 years. And those amounts that those ladies have raised in the last 12 series is enormous. So ladies, remind us again why it's important, what are our goals, and why everyone will make a difference.
Well, it's important, first of all, because if we don't take care of the health and education of our kids, we're never going to raise up the next generation.
That's right.
They're not going to be there to take care of us, to carry on the foundation and the groundwork that we've leveled. If it's something as simple as eyesight or learning math, and this is why this is so important. I think this is critical to the continuing of the evolution of us as human beings, really.
So true. And we started off so much with working with the preemies, the little babies, and oftentimes it's the premature children that have eyesight problems later on as well, right from the get-go. And that was the need. So we've worked hand in hand with the hospital, asking them what their needs were. So it wasn't that we just came up with this idea. They said, this is the biggest need. And so we said, okay. And we said, that's fine.
Right.
But I didn't really realize how critical it is on affordability. In many places, if you don't have the money, you just don't get the service. And I think that's why we've connected so much with the Golisano Children's Hospital, because it's not about the money.
That's right. Well, ladies, again, you look extraordinary. So you're a temptation on your own. You are a volume of seduction. You the echo of life, which I love.
Ooh, I like that.
Exuding happiness and excitement. In addition to that, you are joie de vivre, which is really what life ought to be, and you live it that way. We've been friends for many years, and this is why being with you is contagiously great, and you really bring happiness around you. And finally, I want to thank you on the behalf of my children and all the children around the world for what you do, because you're showing the way. And I'd like to remind everybody with us today, those ladies don't have to do it. And they're doing it. And they are putting their time, their energy, their resources to do this because they want to make a difference. So, ladies, I want to really thank you for doing this, for bringing so much fun to it, for looking so fabulous, and of course, for making an enormous difference for your community. The story you just said about the eyesight and this young child and making such a difference to allow someone to see. Can we believe it? To allow someone to be able to see is insanely amazing. Is there anything better in life than to make a difference in someone else's life?
Nope, you said it.
So let's raise our glass to everybody joining. And ladies, too, we are a few weeks away. My ticket is ready. I'm on my way. I'm hugging you.
We're hugging you too. Yay!
I'm giving you love. We'll be serving a lot of great. Within all the dinners, as you know, this is going to be the wine we will be having. The best Chardonnay Pinot Burgundy. And ladies, to this amazing black and white event at your house. I cannot wait. And to making a difference, raising a lot of money, and beyond everything else, continuing the movement that you started 13 years ago to make a difference in people's lives. So,
Yes.
Southwest Florida. Thank
Yes.
you.
That's Florida.
We're super excited. And thank you so much for taking time. I mean, you are a busy man. You're running an empire of your own. And to leave that to come here we are very grateful. So grateful that you're doing this.
The first time traveling in like a year, you said? That's amazing. Our friend said, how in the world did you get him to come here? And that was wonderful. I mean, when you said yes, and much also, I want to tell you, Scott Robertson, your buddy, our buddy, will be there that night. He will make that night very lively, and the energy level is just going to be top notch.
Exactly. And I said yes because, ladies, you are irresistible, you are committed, and you do what you say you do. And I believe, dear friends, if there's one thought to leave to all of us together tonight, is those ladies don't only talk about doing something, they do it. They execute. And thanks to our friend Scott, obviously, we all gathered, and we're going to auction and raise money, and we're going to make a difference for other people's lives. And when we look back after that from paradise, heaven, because that's where we'll go, we're going to look at it and say, we're so excited that we could make a difference into those people's lives. So, ladies, too.
Cheers.
Cheers! And
Yay!
Florida!
Woo!